will arrest me?
You committed a crime, Iris. Wiping off the murder weapon makes you an accessory after the fact.
But Stryker, I did...
You tried to assist Dennis in avoiding arrest. The law regards this criminally punishable.
If I don't tell the police that I'm the one who wiped the fingerprints off that paperweight, then they'll continue to believe that Dennis is trying to cover up?
That's right. That's what the DA believes now. That's why he's pushing for an indictment of first-degree murder.
If I do confess, will Dennis still be charged with first-degree murder?
No, it'll probably be a manslaughter charge. But Iris, it's possible that you'll have to go to prison, too.
I have no choice. I can't allow my son to be charged with murder. Stryker, I want you to call the district attorney immediately.
Jeb, I want to be with Ricky.
Elena, you can't.
No, he needs me.
Hey, he's gonna be all right.
Well, then why won't they let me see him?
Because he's in surgery right now. You'll get to see him later.
No, I want to be with my brother, Jeb.
I know you do. I know you do. Listen, Elena, come on. It's been a real rough day on you. I know that, but it's over now.
I wish I could believe that. I wish I could.
Listen, I found you on the boat, didn't I? Now, I'm telling you that Ricky is going to be all right. I promise you that.
When I saw you in the doorway on the ship, I was so afraid.
You know, Elena, you saved my life.
No, if it weren't for me, you never would have been in any trouble. And if it weren't for me, Ricky wouldn't be in any trouble now.
You had no way of knowing that this guy Joe was after you? Yeah, I got her as soon as I could.
No, no.
Let's go be all right, darling. Let's go be all right, huh?
Ricky has been shot at and they just took him into surgery.
I know, honey. Look, don't you worry about Ricky, huh? Don't you worry about him, because everything's gonna be fine, I'm sure, huh?
That's right. That's what I've been trying to tell her.
Hey, what about this sailor guy? Did they catch him?
No, they haven't.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Mrs. Wheeler? Mr. Billman? This is Judd Rayburn.
We've met. Mr. Rayburn's the assistant district attorney in charge of this case.
Now, have a seat.
Mrs. Wheeler came to me tonight with some information
My
which...
son did not wipe the fingerprints off the paperweight which killed Chris Shaw. I did.
Iris.
Although Mr. Bellman is representing my son, I withheld the information from him in the mistaken belief that I was protecting Dennis. It was wrong. I admit that, and I apologize.
Iris,
no,
please.
Please, Stryker. I want to set the record straight. I went to Chris Shaw's office, found him dead, and found my son lying unconscious on the floor next to him. I cleaned the paperweight, dragged Dennis out of the office and took him home with me.
You knew your son was at Shaw's office?
No, I guessed.
Why?
Tell him the whole truth, Iris.
Dennis discovered that his wife had made a pornographic film, which Chris Shaw produced.
Did Dennis know that Shaw was blackmailing you?
Yes. He was very distraught. He started drinking, and he threatened to go to Shaw's office and settle things with him.
Well, please go on, Mrs. Wheeler.
I became worried when I called Dennis's apartment, and there was no answer. So I decided to pay a visit on Mr. Shaw myself, and that's when I found Dennis.
And that's when you destroyed any evidence you thought might connect Dennis to the murder?
Yes. You must understand, Dennis couldn't have wiped off those fingerprints. He was so drunk he couldn't even stand up alone.
Do you think your son killed Chris Shaw?
If he did, it was not willful or deliberate. It was an accident.
Will you allow Mrs. Wheeler to make a statement for the record?
Yes.
I'll ask a clerk to come in.
Your timing's perfect, Stryker.
What does that mean?
Mr. Rayburn thinks we're making a grandstand play for the grand jury. Mother confesses to save son from life imprisonment.
I'm telling the truth. He doesn't believe me.
Mrs. Wheeler, did your maid see you wipe off those fingerprints?
No.
But she did help you get Dennis out of the office and back to your house.
Yes.
Because you ordered her to?
Yes.
But you didn't tell her what had taken place in the office before she got there.
I told her as little as possible.
You have anything more to add?
No.
Okay. As soon as that statement is typed, you can sign it.
Is it possible to arrange bail for my son now?
We'll see, Mrs. Wheeler. We'll see.
I thought bail could be arranged for a manslaughter charge.
Well, first, the DA has to decide whether to reduce the charge.
Well, if it's up to that man, I think we've wasted our time.
Oh, I don't think so. I believe you.